Joining me now for more reaction on this is President of Judicial Watch, Tom Fitton. Tom, it's always good to have you here. The Congressman McCormick served as an ER physician during the pandemic. He was literally on the front lines, called out the fear-mongering Mr. Fauci utilized against our people, not to mention the medical tyranny against our people, especially when it came to the public's apprehension toward the China virus vaccine and alternatives being used to treat the China virus. What are your thoughts after today's testimony?
Well, the video he played was pretty extraordinary. I hadn't heard that before, where Dr. Fauci said, well, the way to overcome vaccine hesitancy or concerns about it was to force people to take the vaccine in order to live and work and go to school. And that would overcome the so-called ideological objection to it. This is a guy who worked for 50 years in the bureaucracy, who used COVID to exercise and obtain really unprecedented power in our federal government. And he wanted all that power, but he doesn't want the accountability for it, whether it was approving this unprecedented shutdown and endorsing it and attacking those who opposed him, behind the scenes trying to manipulate the information Americans received and to disguise and downplay his agency's support and funding for gain-of-function research in the Wuhan lab. And on top of that, we talked about first the whole vaccine scheme that he was pushing and denigrating those who questioned it. Today, he's still denigrating those who questioned it, still putting out this, what I would call dishonest information about its safety and efficacy.
Yes, you know, he is the science. Just ask him, he'll tell you. Meanwhile, the federal gun case against Hunter Biden began this morning in Delaware. It has the jury selection going on. What would be wrong with these Trump judges just running the trial just like Juan Merchan did in New York? I mean, I'm sure the Democrats would be overjoyed to have the same standard that was applied to President Trump applied to Joe Biden's son. What do you think, Tom?
Well, in this case, they're probably going to have a similarly friendly jury to Joe Biden's politics. It's in Delaware. The president's done everything he can, President Biden, to put his thumb on the scales. And yeah, let me be clear here. This trial is connected to Trump's prosecution and that Soviet-style trial and verdict that took place last week over the last month. The reason Trump is being prosecuted and harassed, there are many reasons. A key reason is to protect the Bidens from being held accountable fully by the Justice Department and our legal system. And the fact that this little bit of a charge is finally being pursued by the Justice Department is something they're probably upset about, but it should have been brought many years ago. And the fact that it's only being brought now is because of work by groups like Judicial Watch that uncovered the cover-up there that was behind the Secret Service and the FBI's efforts that look like not to investigate what Hunter was doing, but to clean it up. And then, of course, the judge who's hearing the case now, who blew up the sham plea agreement last year. This case, and the irony of this case as well, is that Hunter's likely to get a fairer trial than Trump did. So he's going to be able to exercise probably a lot more defenses than Trump was ever allowed to. It's amazing how the rules change depending on who the target is.
Now, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Thank God for Judicial Watch. Tom Fitton, always appreciate the